Let's look at multiplication with decimals. When you're multiplying with decimals, you do not have to line up the decimal points. You can see in this problem that they're not lined up. You're going to multiply like normal. I start with my first number, 2. 2 times 5 is going to be 10. Put the 0 down, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. I'm going to move to my next number, which is going to be 3. Moving on to 3 means that I'm in the tens place, so I'm going to put a 0 down for my place value. So 3 times 5 is going to be 15. I put the 5 down and carry the 1. 3 times 2 is going to be 6, plus 1 is going to be 7. Now, like normal, I'm going to add these numbers together. I know that 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 5 is going to be 10, carry the 1. 1 plus 7 is going to be 8. Now, because these are a decimal, I need to think about where the decimal place is going to go. In order to determine that, I count over how many there are. The first line has 1 spot for place value, and the second line has 2 spots for place value. I'm going to add those up, and I get 3, which means the bottom number is going to be moved over 3 times for place value. So my final answer is going to be 0.8, or better known as 8/10. Let's try another problem. In this problem, it just so happens that the decimal points are lined up. But again, remember, the decimal points don't matter until the end. So you're going to solve like normal. 5 times 2 is going to be 10, carry the 1. 5 times 7 is going to be 35, plus 1 is going to be 36. Moving on to the next place value, I have the 1 in, which means I'm going to drop a 0 down to hold the place value. 1 times 2 is going to be 2, and 1 times 7 is going to be 7. Again, I'm going to add it like normal. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 2 is going to be 8. And 3 plus 7 is going to be 10. So now I need to count over my decimal places like I did in the last problem. I know that in the first one I have just 1 decimal place, and in the second one I have just 1. So together that would be 2 decimal places that I need to move it over. That would be 1, 2, put your decimal place in. Your final answer is 10.8 because you can drop the 0 at the end. Again, you would say this 10 and 8/10. Let's look at this final problem. You can see that only the first number has a decimal point in it. Again, you're not going to worry about decimal points right now at the beginning. You're going to multiply as normal. 9 times 1 is going to be 9. 9 times 7 is going to be 63. You're going to move on to your second number, 1, and you're going to have a placeholder of 0. 1 times 1 is going to be 1. 1 times 7 is 7. Again, you're going to add these like normal. 9 plus 0 is 9. 3 plus 1 is 4. And 6 plus 7 is going to be 13. Now again, you're going to go back up to the top and you're going to count over your decimal points. In the top one I have over 2. And in the bottom one it doesn't go over any. So you're only going to have to move it 2 times in the final answer. 1, 2. Your final answer is going to be 13 and 49 hundredths, or 13.49.